discussion of Future AI Insights, a monthly newsletter exploring cutting-edge future trends and compelling AI stories to supercharge your business. In today's discussion, we'll have with us Kai Wang, CEO at AI Ager, and an expert in leveraging generative AI in business. Kai, it's great having you with us today.
Hi, George. Thank you. It's a great pleasure to be here.
Tell us a bit about yourself and what you do, what's your specialization as far as AI is concerned and its use in business.
Sure. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to you and the audience. So, I am the CEO of AI Asia, and basically we want to help organizations innovate, and that is that's combining two components. One is how to promote your team to think more creatively and to come up with an innovative solution. It is adding the AI's capability to it. So we all know that we can use AI tools to generate ideas, and the tricky part is how can you combine both, combining the people's capabilities and AI's capability in helping organizations innovate.
Nice. And talking about creativity, I understand that this is the other area where you're using generative AI to help
Right.
businesses in creating more ideas. Can you tell us more about this?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's the part that I'm also very, very excited about. And the reason being, everyone talks about that creativity and innovation is a major component, a major function in business. And people tend to talk a lot about it, but not really do much about it. Not necessarily because um, not necessarily because lack of capability. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's unclear where to start, right? Or sometimes people are so stuck in the same mode, and it's hard to challenge the old and traditional way. But here's what is good about AI. AI does not have an emotion, right? It does not have a attachment. It's not attached to your old way of doing anything, right? So you can always ask AI to expand thinking. But of course, I do want to mention that if we just ask AI for ideas in that just without any good prompting skills, it does not really give you necessarily a lot of fresh ideas, because the AI, the very nature of it, is trained to produce, probable or likely result, right? It wanted to speak, or it wanted to have output that is something that is likely to be uh, that is probable human-like output. So due to that nature, it may give you ideas not fresh. However, for one, you can always push for more ideas, and if you push for beyond the obvious ideas, you can get more. But the more important part is that we can use different prompting scales for it to give you new ideas, and it's really, well, it's good in two ways. Again, for one, it's really high speed, right? It can give you dozens or hundreds if you write a program, or thousands if you like. It can give you a lot of ideas. And then the other good part is their ideas on average are actually quite good. So there are academic studies showing that, for example, divergent thinking, which is a common creativity test, it turns out that AI's ideas they don't have many bad ideas. It's unlike humans, right? If you ask a person to generate a lot of ideas, it turns out that a lot of within that there's a lot of variation, and you have a lot of bad ideas. But AI tend to have ideas that are at least decent. They don't give you a lot of bad ideas. But it's not just that the floor is higher. Also, if we use good prompts, right, or if we include good techniques for creative thinking and use that for AI, it tends to give you also more top ideas. So, I know someone is doing research on that, and the preliminary data shows that if you have AI use the idea generation techniques for humans, you can use that for AI as well. It turns out that AI can generate not only more ideas but also more high quality ideas. So I think that's very important. So maybe I'm talking too abstract here because ideas can mean very many different things. But for your specific purpose, right, you can use a specific framework. For example, if you are coming up with ideas for, let's say, customer for a consumer product, right? And you can feed all the consumer product information to it. You can feed the customer trends, technology trends, so that it's not just generic ideas. It can make it specific to your specific need. So I think that's really a very, very good way to use it. So it's basically combining human ingenuity with AI, right? So AI alone may or may not give you good ideas, but it's combining your own thinking with AI. So for example, we need to ask good questions, right? And as a facilitator, I'm trained to help people asking better questions. And if you're asking better questions and give AI the context, then it is able to get a lot of good ideas. And in addition to generation, you can also evaluate, right? So for example, if you end up with 200 ideas, what are you going to do about it? You can hire people to go through that. It's going to take a lot of time, right? And you could, right, define the criteria for success. What kind of ideas are you looking for? And you can tell AI about it, right? You can just give AI your criteria, and you can maybe give AI some examples of what are good ideas or what are bad ideas. Give it some examples, which we call the few-shot learning. And once AI has that context information, maybe you can go through a list of ideas and give you a result really fast.